Hi, and welcome to the space that gives you inspiration on work, life, and balance. How to balance the two worlds. Over the past 4 months, we've been discussing life, we've been discussing relationships and love and parenting and motherhood. And more specifically, this month, we've been talking about the signs the emotions and feelings that you could be going through that are on a slippery road towards depression and that are a sign that you need to change how you're running your life. Now, an ad is just about to play, so grab your cup of tea, grab your cup of coffee, go prepare it right now as the ad plays, and then come back and let's continue. Now that you're back, let's talk. The feeling and emotion we're going to talk about today is an interesting one. I never ever knew about it, but I was going through it. I only found out after I'd gotten depressed and moved on and everything, and then I later realized that it's a thing. It's an actual thing. I was going through it, but I didn't know. And it's called self-sabotage. The first person that brought it to me or to my attention was my business mentor, and she was talking about somebody else, but then I recognized everything she was saying. So what exactly is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage is behaviors or thought patterns that hold you back and prevent you from doing what you want to do. Let me say that again. It's behaviors or thought patterns that hold you back and prevent you from doing what you want to do. Not what somebody else has asked you to do, not what you have, somebody has forced you to do, what you want to do. So say, for example, you want to lose weight, so you want to eat healthier, and then you don't. So what are those behaviors and thought patterns that have held you back from eating healthy? That is self-sabotage. Maybe you've told yourself, I want to be more productive at work. You're the one that wants to be productive, and so you say to yourself, I'm going to write all my plans in a notebook or in a calendar. And then you don't do what you want to do because of certain behaviors or certain thought patterns. That is self-sabotage. You want to lose weight. You tell yourself that you should work out, right? You will be waking up every morning at 6 o'clock and working out, and then you don't wake up and work out. That is self-sabotage. You tell yourself you're going to look for money for your business, and so you're going to write grant proposals, and then you don't write your grant proposals. I'm telling you now, that is what we call self-sabotage. Behaviors and thought patterns that hold you back and prevent you from doing what you want to do. And I don't know if I can stress it even more, that this thing is you. It's self. You're doing this to yourself. So what are some of the causes of self-sabotage? One, it's a lack of belief in yourself. You've maybe tried it before, you've tried to lose weight before, you've tried to apply for a grant before, you've tried to have a great relationship with your children or with your partner, you've tried to do well at your workplace and write a great proposal and give ideas. Now, because you've tried it before, it didn't work out, you've worked out before and you didn't even lose the weight, you just have a general lack of belief in yourself. Now, this might be at the forefront of your mind or even in your subconscious, and that's why I feel like self-sabotage is such a bad thing, such a bad feeling and a bad emotion, because many times it's in the subconscious. Like I told you guys earlier, I was self-sabotaging earlier just before I got into a depression. I just had no idea. For example, I would know that I need to meet someone in order for my business to get a business deal, and then I don't go. Like, what's that? That's absolute self-sabotage. I would not go. I'll tell myself I'm going to put it in a calendar and I'm going to do what so that I can remember, and then I don't put it in my calendar. And then when the time comes, I just don't go. self-sabotage. Or you got a deal, you got a deal and you have to deliver, but the place is so far and it's going to be so much stress, so you don't. That's self-sabotage. You're trying to get money for your business, but then you're not doing what you need to do for your business to get the money. So self-sabotage. So you have a general lack of belief in yourself because you've tried it before. Another thing that I've just talked about right now, another cause of it, is you just know that what you need to get done is hard work. So I've been talking about, let's say for example, you're a boutique, you're right now maybe in a period of a lockdown in your country, and getting that specific dress that your client needs will mean you have to call the landlord, then call the building manager, and then get a border man, and then give him your key, and then he goes into your shop, and then he looks for the dress, and then he brings it to you, and then he closes your shop, and then you now can finally send it to your client. It's just like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so much hard work. I won't do it. Self-sabotage. Hard work, you know that working out is hard work. So you're like, no, I'm not going to work out. You wake up, it rains, I'm not going to work out. You wake up, tell yourself, the exercises are too difficult. You wake up, oh, my muscles are paining from the one that I last did. Or you wake up, just by virtue of the fact that you know what you've got to do is hard work. That is self-sabotage and is a cause of self-sabotage. Another one is we're so happy being in our comfort zone. I don't know how many motivational speakers have talked to you and I and told us about the comfort zone. It's a thing. For real, it's a thing. The truth is, if you needed to work out and lose weight, a comfort zone is to eat what you would like to eat when you'd like to eat it, however much you would like to eat. That is a comfort zone. Say, for example, you need to wake up early so you can write your proposal. The comfort zone, that place called the comfort zone, is where you'd rather be in your bed when it starts raining, take your covers over yourself and hold yourself in. That is a comfort zone. And motivational speakers have told us time again, get out of that comfort zone, because that comfort zone is a real huge big cause of self-sabotage. Another one is you don't think you deserve it. You don't think you deserve to be smaller. You don't think you deserve to look healthier. You don't think you deserve to have great skin by drinking a lot of water. You don't think you deserve having a happy family. Again, like I say, this feeling can be in the subconscious. It doesn't have to be right there in your mind. You might be feeling this way about yourself. You don't feel like you deserve to wear a size 10 dress as a size 24 person because you just don't think you deserve it. You just don't think it is for you. And I mean, there's a need for you to get a certain level of self-worth and know that you deserve what you want. You deserve the body you want. You deserve the skin you want. You deserve the partner you want. You deserve self-sabotage. You know very well the kind of guy that this guy is. You know he's going to cheat on you. You know he's going to play around with your feelings. You know he's borderline narcissistic. But self-sabotage, you still enter that relationship. You still send him messages. Even when you've told yourself to stop, you still do it. Because you don't think you deserve a better man. You don't think you deserve a man that will care for you, hold you, think you're number one, and treat you like the queen that you truly are. Self-sabotage. Another cause of self-sabotage is fear of success. You fear for it to work out. You fear that you might actually lose weight. Like I've said, it's in the subconscious. You fear the reality of your dreams. You really actually fear them. And really because you know that when you get that level of success, it means you have to continue at it. And so that fear holds you back. It holds you back from pursuing, from making the first step, because you know it is a lifelong thing. I mean, I think I struggled with that. Trying to get myself healthy. I really wanted to eat what I wanted to eat, whenever I wanted to eat, in whatever amount I wanted to eat. And oh, my friends. I knew that immediately I started to walk the journey of being healthy, it was going to have to be a lifelong thing. And I hated that fact. Self-sabotage. Now, what are the signs that you could be self-sabotaging? Some people, it goes to things like substance abuse. So things like weed and cannabis and misusing drugs, right? I wanted to start with that one because I don't have much experience there. But I think that it happens a lot, and you tell yourself, no, it's okay, I'm just trying to relax. For example, you have a wedding the next day, you're the cameraman, and then you take weed the day before, and you're telling yourself, right, that this is to help you relax and prepare you for the day. But then guess what? The next day you're late, you're numb, you don't know what's happening behind the camera. Self-sabotage. And that's a huge sign. Immediately you need a substance to help you get things done. Red Bull, it could be something as easy as Red Bull. You're telling yourself, no, I need it for the energy. That's a very high sign. That's a very clear sign that you could be going through self-sabotage. Because every task you have to do in your life, you can't do it without a substance having to assist you. So if you're needing a substance, chances you might be self-sabotaging. That's a sign. Another one is you turn to food, comfort eating, and non-stop comfort eating. Like, you know you shouldn't be doing this, but guess what? You do it. That's a sign that you're self-sabotaging. Oversleeping, right? That's a huge sign that you are going through self-sabotage. You have a meeting, it's at 9, you're asleep until 8:45. Honey, you're self-sabotaging. That is a clear sign of self-sabotage. Another one is procrastination. You know for a fact that there is a client for whom you need to deliver this dress. There's a client for whom you need to deliver a video, a YouTube video, and there's a time for it to be on the video, on YouTube or wherever it's supposed to be. You know that they have a campaign. You know that you need to deliver a video. You know that you need to deliver a script. You know you have a proposal to write that has a deadline. But you procrastinate, you push it and push it more, a little more, until you're at the deadline. That is a clear sign that you are self-sabotaging. Another sign that you're self-sabotaging is that you self-generate stress. I swear, it's a real thing. You self-generate stress. For example, you start more projects than you have time to finish, right? And then even then, you work on the low priority projects or the low priority tasks, but leave the high priority tasks to later. Really? Or you leave them undone altogether. You're the one who has started the projects. They are more than the time you have available to you. And yet when you start working on a project, you start with the low priority ones and leave the high priority ones undone, or leave them for later. Clear sign that you're self-sabotaging. Now, what are some of the things that you could do to help you overcome self-sabotage? 1, identify that you're self-sabotaging. This should be a video that can help you know that you might be self-sabotaging. Comment in the comment section. Tell me, I am guilty of self-sabotage. I am guilty, I am guilty, I'm guilty, I'm guilty. And just say it to yourself. Acknowledge that you're self-sabotaging, because that's a first step to overcome it. Because immediately you're aware that the only reason you're oversleeping before your meeting at 9 o'clock and it's 8 o'clock, is that you're self-sabotaging, you will get up. As long as you're cognizant of the fact that the reason as to why you're not waking up at 6 o'clock too is because you don't want to work out, and that is self-sabotage. You're aware. Being aware and acknowledging what you're going through is a good way, the first step to overcoming self-sabotage. The second one is to reduce as much as possible the gap between what you want to do and doing it. Reduce that gap. Reduce it. It can't be so big. That gap is the actual self-sabotage. So reduce it. If you say, don't say you're going to do something and then don't do it. In fact, don't say you're going to do something if you know you're not going to do it. Just don't say it. Don't say I'm going to exercise if you know you're not going to exercise. Just don't say it. Leave it. Otherwise, if you say you're going to exercise, you need to reduce that gap. So instead of saying, for example, I'm going to work out 5 days a week, try saying I'm going to work out 2 days a week. Try saying the exercise that I'm going to do is dance. So that then you've reduced the gap between what you're supposed to do or want to do and actually doing it. The third is start now. Do it now. Do it. I keep telling myself, whenever I say, guys, I'm going to start eating healthy. I think there was a period in my life when I was saying, I'm going to start eating healthy on Monday. That would be Friday. Then on Monday, I wouldn't. Then I would say, I'm going to start again like on Tuesday. But I'll say, I'm going to start next week, Monday, next month. This quarter, I'm going to start eating healthy. This month, I'm going to start having a deeper relationship, spending more time with the children. This month, stop extending the period. Tell yourself, I'm going to do it now. And when I say now, I mean now. If you're going to have breakfast, switch your breakfast from milk tea and do black tea. Does that make sense? Sips tea. If you tell yourself, I'm going to stop having sugar. Don't say I'm going to stop having sugar next month. Say I'm going to stop having sugar now. Yeah. When the tea comes, you put honey. Okay? And then fourth, or is it third? I don't remember anymore. Find replacements, substitutes. For example, when you say I'm going to stop having sugar, ensure you have the honey. The day you say I'm going to stop having milk, ensure you have something that feels like milk, maybe almond milk or soy milk or whatever milk. Have substitutes so that you can actually, you're reducing the gap between what you're supposed to do and what you do. And then the last one is plan. And I mean, we're going to talk about this more in the fourth quarter of the year, and that's September, October, November, and December. So planning is important. And maybe last but not least, I'd like to tell you that the pain of regret is way deeper, way more painful than the pain of discipline. I hope you choose the pain of discipline. Every day I make an intentional decision to choose the pain of discipline. So until next time, comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in our last and final video next month on our series on life. Until next time, bye-bye.